Alright, so my hand hurts from working on comic number 3, so I thought maybe instead of doing that for a little bit, I should talk about what I've learned so far from making these comics over the last year and a half. So, here are 5 things I've learned from making indie comics. Number 5. It's a good excuse to prove your talents to others. Every page that you draw is a huge potential to put on your portfolio. That's how I started doing them, actually, and just ended up having a good time telling a story. Always keep making things that fill up that portfolio, because you never know who might be reading. Number 4. You'll really enjoy not getting a barrage of notes from employers. You can tell a story any way you want. You're not limited by color, you're not limited by aesthetic. My early stuff especially, I messed with color. And my later stuff, you'll notice it's less about color and more about quality of the lines. Whatever you want to learn, you can incorporate it into your story, so go nuts. Number 3, you're gonna learn that you have to push yourself outside of your comfort zone. I know a lot of people say that, but I honestly feel like you gotta hate yourself a little bit. Because if you don't press down and go, this has to get done today, you're gonna go, well, I could fix this line, I could change that, and you're never gonna get it done. I started my comics at a rate of 2 pages a day. By the time I did the second one, I was up to 4. Some artists in the 60s, like Steve Ditko, they were putting out 7 a day. Nowadays, a lot of DC artists, they're lucky to output 1 a week. That's another thing worth noting. Don't take more than like 4 hours on a page. But honestly, that's just what works for me. Your mileage may vary. Number 2, people just don't read comics much anymore. I get a lot of followers telling me that they love my comics when what I find out later, they love the art, or even just the cover. Now, what got me through to another audience is dubbing them. That helped out a lot, because it unlocked an audience who doesn't avidly look to sit down quietly and read. And on top of that, if you have animation skills, that doesn't hurt production value either. But honestly, that's probably overkill. And number 1, nobody is entitled to liking your work. In fact, a lot of people might even hate it. Now, whether it's a compliment or an outright hate letter, there is likely something to extrapolate from that. And the good part about getting your work out there on the internet is feedback can only help you get better. And when someone gives you feedback, don't go, stylistically, I think it was designed to be that way. That's the George Lucas excuse. What you want to say is, I never thought of it that way. Because there's always something new you can learn, and you're only going to get better at it. Alright, I hope I managed to say something that's at least worth listening to. I'm trying pretty hard to not just say have fun, follow your passion, do what you love, because I think my audience is that kind of demographic. Those things are pretty inherent to you. Like, I'm assuming if you don't think that, you wouldn't be watching this. Now, let me know how these are. I have a few more ideas for scripts. Just let me know in the comments how you feel. If you want to plug your comic, go right ahead. I think that'd be pretty cool. Alright, thanks guys.